This is what nobody tells you about the intricacies of social media, that every like, comment, and share is a calculated step in a grand symphony of self-presentation. Your life, a masterfully curated highlight reel, is on full display for the world to see, and with each level of online engagement, the stakes are raised, from the fledgling beginner, tentatively dipping their toes into the digital waters, to the seasoned influencer, deftly navigating the complexities of online fame. The journey is a nuanced exploration of identity, community, and the human condition. As we delve into the uncharted territories of your online existence, we find a world where the boundaries between reality and fantasy are increasingly blurred. With each new follower, a sense of validation and belonging grows, but so too does the pressure to conform to the expectations of your digital persona. The quest for online greatness is a double-edged sword, promising both unparalleled connection and crippling isolation. Join us as we embark on a thought-provoking exploration of the social media landscape, and discover the profound impact it has on your life at every level. We meet Emma, a young and aspiring social media influencer, who finds herself at the very beginning of her online journey. With a grand total of 0 followers, she wakes up every morning at 6 a.m., determined to make a name for herself in the digital world. Her daily schedule is packed, with hours spent crafting the perfect content, researching trends, and engaging with other users in the hopes of building a community. Despite her best efforts, Emma's bank account remains empty, with a monthly income of binge, a constant reminder of the challenges she faces. As she navigates the ups and downs of social media, Emma sacrifices a lot, including valuable time with friends and family, and a traditional 9-to-5 job that would bring in a steady 0,000 per year. Her nights are filled with internal thoughts, as she lies awake wondering if all her hard work will ever pay off. Will I ever be able to make a living from this, she asks herself, the doubts and fears creeping in like a thief in the night. As the hours tick by, Emma's mind wanders to the what-ifs, the maybes, and the could-haves, leaving her feeling restless and uncertain. As the days turn into weeks, and the weeks turn into months, Emma begins to feel the strain of her online endeavors. She's constantly comparing herself to others, feeling like she's falling behind, and the pressure to constantly produce content is taking a toll on her mental health. Despite all this, Emma remains determined, convinced that her big break is just around the corner. She spends every spare moment learning, growing, and adapting, always on the lookout for that one opportunity that will change everything. And then, one day, Emma receives a notification that changes everything. Someone, somewhere, has stumbled upon her content and decided to follow her. It's a small victory, but it's enough to give Emma the hope and motivation she needs to keep going. With renewed energy and a sense of purpose, Emma starts to see the possibilities, and her journey to the next level begins. As she takes her first step into the unknown, Emma leaves behind the struggles of 0 followers, and embarks on a new chapter, one that will bring its own set of challenges and opportunities, but also the potential for growth, and maybe, just maybe, a brighter future. The question is, what will the next level bring, and how will Emma navigate the ever-changing landscape of social media? As we reach the milestone of 10,000 followers, we find ourselves in the life of Emily, a 25-year-old social media influencer who has built a niche for herself in the beauty and lifestyle space. With a monthly salary of 000 from brand deals and sponsored posts, Emily is able to maintain a modest lifestyle in a small studio apartment in the city. Her daily schedule is packed, with mornings spent responding to comments and engaging with her audience, afternoons dedicated to creating content, and evenings spent attending events and meetings with potential brand partners. Despite the glamour of her online persona, Emily's life is not without sacrifice. She often finds herself working 12-hour days, 7 days a week, with little time for friends, family, or personal hobbies. She's had to put her passion for photography on the back burner, as the demands of her influencer career have taken over. As she lays in bed at night, Emily can't help but think about the trade-offs she's made. Is it all worth it, she asks herself, as she stares at the ceiling, the blue glow of her phone illuminating her face. As she drifts off to sleep, Emily's mind wanders to the constant pressure to produce content, the fear of being cancelled or overshadowed by newer, trendier influencers, and the anxiety of maintaining a perfect online persona. Despite these doubts, Emily is driven by the knowledge that she has built something from scratch, and that her audience looks up to her for inspiration and guidance. As the days go by, Emily's following continues to grow, and with it, the opportunities and challenges. She starts to receive offers for TV appearances, speaking engagements, and even a potential book deal. The attention is intoxicating, but Emily knows that she can't stay at this level forever. The social media landscape is constantly evolving, and to stay relevant, she'll need to adapt and innovate. With a sense of trepidation and excitement, Emily sets her sights on the next milestone, 100,000 followers. The question is, what will she have to sacrifice to get there, and will it all be worth it in the end? The journey to the next level is about to begin, and Emily is ready to take on the challenge. As we rise to the next level, we meet Maya, a social media influencer who has just surpassed the 100,000 follower mark. Her days are now filled with endorsement deals, sponsored content, and a steady stream of income, with her annual salary averaging around 0,000. Maya's daily schedule is jam-packed, with mornings spent responding to emails and comments, afternoons dedicated to creating content, and evenings attending events and networking with other influencers. She wakes up at 7 a.m., spends an hour meditating and planning her day, before diving into her work. Despite the perks of her job, Maya sacrifices a lot of her personal life. She rarely has time for her family and friends, and her relationships often suffer as a result. She is constantly connected to her phone, always on the lookout for the next big trend or opportunity. Maya's internal thoughts at night often revolve around the pressure to consistently produce high-quality content, the fear of losing her followers, and the anxiety of being constantly judged and criticized. As she lies in bed, she thinks to herself, what if I am not good enough? What if I run out of ideas? These thoughts often keep her up at night, making it difficult for her to relax and unwind. Maya's life is a balancing act, where she constantly has to weigh her creative expression against the commercial demands of her audience. She spends around 0,000 per month on production costs, equipment, and team members to help her create high-quality content. Despite the chaos, Maya loves the creative freedom and flexibility that comes with being her own boss. As she drifts off to sleep, she is already thinking about her next move, her next post, and her next collaboration. With her 100,000 followers, she has established herself as a force to be reckoned with in the social media world. As Maya's star continues to rise, she begins to receive offers from major brands, and her influence expands beyond the digital realm. She starts to think about expanding her team, and potentially launching her own product line. With great success comes great responsibility, and Maya must navigate the complexities of her newfound fame. As we leave Maya's world behind, we begin to wonder what the next level of social media stardom has in store. Will she be able to maintain her creative voice amidst the chaos of fame, or will she succumb to the pressures of the industry? The question lingers as we transition to the next level, where the stakes are higher, and the challenges are even greater. With a growing sense of anticipation, we move forward, ready to explore the next stage of Maya's journey. The possibilities are endless, and the journey is just beginning. As we climb the social media ladder, we find ourselves at the esteemed level of 1 million followers, where the influencer, Maya, has become a household name. With a staggering annual salary of $50,000, Maya's days are filled with endless opportunities, from sponsored posts to product endorsements. Her daily schedule is a whirlwind of photo shoots, meetings with brands, and crafting engaging content for her massive audience. Maya's typical day begins at 8 a.m., with a team of assistants helping her manage her inbox, respond to comments, and schedule posts. By 10 a.m., she is already in a meeting with a popular beauty brand, discussing a potential collaboration. The afternoons are often spent shooting content, whether it is a photoshoot for a fashion brand or a video tutorial for her makeup line. As the sun sets, Maya attends exclusive events, rubbing shoulders with A-list celebrities and other high-profile influencers. However, with great success comes great sacrifice. Maya has barely any time for her loved ones, and her relationships have begun to suffer. She is constantly glued to her phone, anxious about maintaining her online presence. At night, as she lies in bed, Maya can't help but think, is it all worth it? Am I truly making a difference? Or am I just a puppet for these brands? The pressure to constantly produce content and maintain her image has taken a toll on her mental health. Despite these internal struggles, Maya knows she can't afford to slow down. She's too invested in her brand, and the thought of losing her momentum is daunting. As she drifts off to sleep, Maya's mind is already racing with ideas for her next post, her next collaboration, and her next big move. With 1 million followers, the possibilities are endless, but the stakes are higher than ever. And as Maya's star continues to rise, she sets her sights on the next level, 5 million followers, where the real challenge begins. The world of social media is ever evolving, and Maya must adapt to stay on top. The question is, what will she have to sacrifice next to reach the pinnacle of online fame? As we ascend to the pinnacle of social media fame, we find ourselves in the shoes of Alexandria, a charismatic influencer with a whopping 10 million followers. Her life is a whirlwind of glamour and excess, with a salary of $0,000 per sponsored post and an annual income of $1 million. Her days are a blur of photo shoots, brand meetings, and content creation, with a rigorous schedule that begins at 6 a.m. and often stretches till midnight. Alexandria's daily routine is a testament to her dedication, as she wakes up to a team of assistants and publicists who help her navigate the complexities of her online persona. She spends hours crafting the perfect posts, engaging with her fans, and staying on top of the latest trends. But with great power comes great sacrifice, and Alexandria has had to relinquish any semblance of a normal life. She rarely sees her family, has no close friends outside of the industry, and is constantly hounded by the pressures of maintaining her online image. As the nights draw to a close, Alexandria often finds herself lying awake, wondering if it's all worth it. She thinks about the countless hours she has spent curating her feed, the endless stream of criticism and praise, and the suffocating feeling of being trapped in a virtual bubble. She questions the authenticity of her relationships, the shallowness of her conversations, and the emptiness of her accomplishments. And yet, she can't help but feel an insatiable hunger for more likes, more followers, more fame. But as we gaze out at the breathtaking view from Alexandria's penthouse apartment, we struck by a profound realization. The pursuit of social media fame is not just a quest for validation or attention, but a fundamental human desire to connect, to be seen, and to be heard. And in this moment, we forced to confront the ultimate paradox that the very thing that brings us together can also be the thing that sets us apart. As Alexandria drifts off to sleep, surrounded by the trappings of her success, we left to ponder the true cost of her 10 million followers, and the fleeting nature of a life lived online.